Man, it's a big week for you though, dude. You've got the debut coming out Friday. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm actually, I'm so wanting this to be done. It's not finished. It's not even funny. It's like it's been a long time coming,
Hmm.
but just the build up to it, putting the video together, and now with everything going on, hopefully today I find out if Rebirth broke the top 40
Ooh,
on the Billboard. We were number 45 last week,
nice, nice.
and it's looking like we're gonna be. And I just want it out, and I want to get
Yeah,
on the road and just really start making AKC be itself. It's just like I don't want the Mushroom Head thing. I don't
right.
want it to be Waylon's band. I want it to be Killer's Confession, and
Yeah,
that's it. And I know the only way it's going to do it is just out there and work it. And if the single's doing that good, makes top 40 and it keeps going, great. It's just, I just want it there. Just be like, okay, it's out.
right.
Proofs and pudding. There's the album.
Exactly.
And just
I mean, I was gonna ask. I mean, this has been a long time coming. You left Mushroom Head about 2.5 years ago now, almost. And at what point leaving that band? I don't want to talk about Mushroom Head. I want to talk about A Killer's Confession. But at what point leaving them did you know that you wanted to form a band rather than a solo project?
um, the way it worked, like I left not this last October,
Hmm.
a year and a half ago, October, I left. And at that point, I was done. I was so burnt out. I was just so tired.
Hmm.
I was just the road. I was just tired. I was done. And so I went and I started working, and I knew I was going to do something, but at first I thought I was just temporarily to work a job. It's the thing on the side, not really do anything. And I set up this scouting thing. I said I'd sing for your band. I'd do a guest spot on people's bands, but
Hmm.
they didn't realize I was scouting. I was looking for the guys, but
Right.
and it went for like 6 months, and I did a bunch of tracks. And I never found anybody. I was like, oh, I don't know if I find anybody that works playing that I want to play music with that's really inspiring me. And then the very last email I opened, I met Matthew Trumpy,
Nice.
and that's how. And just as soon as I did that, man, it just a week later, you know, I was signed to EMP
Hmm.
and doing the Killer's Confession. Brian, I had the head from Corn, the song The Killer's Confession, because that was the song he sent me. And Brian, I asked Brian to produce it at first. I was like, Brian, will you produce this? He's like, well, I don't have the gift to produce, but I'll play on it. And I'm like, even better. So that's kind of how that worked out.
Brian's a good guy. He's awesome. I
Oh,
mean,
I love Brian. He's such a kind soul, and
yeah.
he's just always been a friend, and my lives kind of mirror each other. We've kind of
Hmm.
been down the same path, both of us. You know, my wife was reading the book, and she's like, she goes, you and Brian, y'all cut from the same cloth.
Hmm.
And we're family friends now. Like he is, you know, I may not see him as much as I'd like to, but there's no time missed as soon as we see each other. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just like bam, it's right back. And
Exactly.
just love the dude. And that was I think that was his way of saying, come on back, Waylon. And
Awesome.
this is my gift to you to welcome me back. And he did that for me. And
That's
that was a
awesome.
bucket list thing.
You got a lot of guests on this record, though, man. You got obviously Brian. You got Kimberly from One Eyed Doll. You got Hex. I mean, American Overdose. I mean, Revolution. Just a lot of just friends on this record. I mean, how did you decide who you wanted to have on this record? Were guest spots something you originally wanted?
It was the guest on the Killer's Confession will be Kimberly and Brian. Now you understand
Hmm.
with the four last songs with American Overdose and Hex and Revolution
Hmm.
Dead by Wednesday, I'm a guest on their song. But
Okay.
those songs are so good I put them on my album to help promote
Oh,
their bands.
okay.
That's my way. Like those are
That's
songs I
awesome.
did during the year I was off.
Okay.
And that's my way of being like, for what Brian did for me, I'm doing for them. Just
Oh,
giving them that stamp of approval and just that push, you know.
nice. That's awesome. So
You got to
it's
be able to turn around. If somebody's willing to do something for you like that, you've got to be willing to turn around and do the same thing.
yeah, it's like give and
It's,
receive, you
or
know. It's
it is.
yeah.
And it just like with my guys in the band, Trumpy, Paul, JP, and John, they've never been in a touring act before. And I'm giving them the same opportunity given to me when I was 25 when I joined Mushroom Head.
Okay.
It's all karma, and it's all just that,
Mhm.
how the cock turns. You've got to give if you want to receive. You
Yeah.
have to.
Oh, absolutely. I
And
mean, yeah, it's almost,
take.
yeah, you're in the music, especially in the rock and roll and metal industry and world, in our world, you're only as good as what you're willing to do to help other people. You're only going to go as far as you're willing to help other people get, you know? And if you're not willing
I'm
to help
willing to give
out, you're
back
not
my
going to do
shuffle
anything.
back.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess that's why I hope I didn't top 40 today. It's like the song shot off like a skyrocket, and I
Yeah.
think it's only been out for 2 weeks. We started out at number 69 and went down to and got to 45. Now let's see where we're at this week. Hopefully, we're in the mid 30s or mid 20s. So,
Well,
it's like I hope
hopefully
it's
we're
a lot.
number one soon. So, you know.
Oh, I hope so. That would be that'd be true. Because I've already done things in this group that I've never done with I've never accomplished. I've already accomplished things in this group that I've never accomplished. And it's kind of weird. I've been at home for so long that yeah, I've done a lot of things, and that I'm starting to do things I've thought about doing. Getting opportunities and getting chances to play with bands that I never got to play with, and
Mhm.
it's amazing for me. I'm like, wow, I finally get to do this stuff.
Yeah.
Because like with Mushroom Head, I was kind of locked into what we did, how we did it, and that's fine for that. But I wanted more.
Mhm.
I wanted to go with other bands. I wanted to play with people that would push me to be better. I wanted to play with the best.
Yep.
Because if you play with the best, it's going to rub off on you.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to learn something. It's music, man. It's like you always got to stay of the game. And you got to always want to hone your craft and become better, learn a new style.
Yeah.
And that's one thing AKC is. AKC doesn't have a style. Every song on that album doesn't sound the
Different.
same.
Yeah. Every song has a different identity on this album. It's so much fun to listen to because, I mean, whether it's LOL or Judas Kiss, Rebirth, title track, Spawn of Seven, it's like there's metal, there's, industrial, there's some EDM style, there's like some of it I could see it being played in a club, some of it,
Hex especially.
yes.
Like that band's from Sweden, and that's real dance industrial.
Yeah.
It really is. And it doesn't sound like something I would ever do. But I know when I got the track, I'm like, this is effing cool. I was like, and that was my wife. I can hear people eating ecstasy and fucking. She heard the song. she goes, there's bad things going on when people listen to this song. And I'm like, I can tell. But I loved it. It really did have that dance groove to it. Somebody said that to me last week. We were listening. They were asking to hear it. And I let them hear it, and they were like, man, I hear this at the club.
Yeah.
He goes, this is like a rave type. There's something going on here. And I said, and they're from Sweden. And the thing about it is, their singer that sings with me on it, Jonas, he is a 7-foot tall Viking. Seriously, they're just this big blonde Viking. I keep saying that. I got
That's
people
insane.
saying it one day, but he's just a huge dude. So, and you kind of hear it with his voice, that super deep, voice. And then I come in with the chorus with him. It's like, oh, that's Waylon, but he's got that. Man, you got a deep voice. It's like, wow.
It's almost
And
creepy, It's like
it's very.
Yeah.
Super nice guy though. He's
That's
super
awesome.
nice. There was a couple of language barriers because,
Yeah.
you know, they're looking out for themselves. But you know, you know, between there and here, that they speak a different language, and making it all work because like I was like, listen, I'm not trying to steal your song. I'm not trying to do this. I'm just trying to promote you. I
Right.
think that you need to be heard, and he got that finally. I think he finally understood.
Yeah.
But he just wanted to cover his bases, and he was working a deal out with EMP
Hmm.
because they just signed on a licensing agreement to where the
That's
song could be
awesome.
added to the album, which is just typical.
Yeah.
You know, but I told him, I said, tell him I ain't taking a damn thing. That's theirs. They have a copyright,
Mm-hmm.
copyright because I'm not putting my name on that. To take, I don't want any money. I'm just putting it on there to push their album and to push
Definitely.
them so they're heard. And, with American Overdose, they had a lot of success with the
Mm-hmm.
song Letting Go
Yep.
that I did with them. And those are my boys. And Cody's a student of mine. I
Okay.
did some vocal coaching, and he's one of my students. And
Nice.
he really learned. He took everything I told him, and he ran with it. And I can't be more proud. And Deb on Wednesday, of course,
Those guys
Opus,
are
and
awesome.
those are my boys. Those are just my boys. I love
Yeah.
those guys.
Oh yeah.
And,
Definitely.
and Revolution, like, I honestly about joined that
Really?
band. Yes, I
That would have
almost
been
joined
awesome.
that band. If it hadn't been AKC, it'd probably been Revolution.
Nice. That's awesome. Um, man, writing the songs for this record. I mean, was it a group effort? Did you write most of the stuff? I mean, how is it sitting down? I mean, especially coming off a band where there's so many people in that band coming on and doing something where it's yours. This is your baby. You're starting it from the ground up. You're bringing the guys in. I mean, how's the writing?
Here's how that worked. Okay, we did a Killer's Confession, and Trumpy wrote the music, and I put the lyrics together, and did the vocal, and then we released that. Well, during all that, the reason we released the Killer's Confession so early was because we were writing the rest of the album.
Okay.
We wanted to get the buzz about the band, having Brian on the single definitely helped. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
check out this new group of Killer's Confession featuring some Brian from Korn.
Yeah.
And and people really dug it. And honestly, it didn't get discovered it's really starting to get discovered now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been out since October 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been out since
Been a
Halloween.
while.
It's really, yeah, but it's really starting to picking up now. It's starting to pick up steam. But we did that so we could write the album. And the guys, Trumpy and John Dale and Paul Elliott, they worked in Pekin, Illinois, and they worked. And they got the songs right. And they'd send stuff to me, and I would yes or no. Be like, that's good enough. That's not. That's good enough. That's not. And finally we had it to where we had enough songs, and then I took off back down to see Richard Eastland down at Third Sky Studio.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much, I was talking to the guy that went down with me yesterday, and I said, how much time do you think you recording vocals? And he goes, all together, hit and record, 2 days.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah, this album was so fast.
That's insane.
Like I would come down, I would record, I would leave. And, and I'm not talking about the time where we just hung out where I couldn't do vocals because I had pushed myself so hard I couldn't sing. It was like a total of like 2 weeks, but like recording time, 2 days.
Wow. That's just
And
ridiculous.
I wrote a lot of it on the spot.
Wow.
And I did that. I did that on purpose because, like, I'm not really the type of dude that wants to have a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit there and just like, well, I'm just going to think how good I am right now, and I'm going to write down these and I'll let you read them. I'm not that dude.
Right.
No, I'm a guy that, like, I'll have a dream, I'll have a concept, and it just kind of hits me in the forefront, and then it just all develops from there.
Nice.
It's just like I'll wake up, that was awesome, and the next day I'll write a song about it.
Nice.
Always been like my best stuff I've ever wrote has been like that. It's been off the cuff and just straight in, just walk up, and just do it. Because I'll figure the melody out and stuff, and I'll have like some scat, like where I want to go with the melody. But lyrically, it's like it just seems like it just comes to me. It's like, wow, there it was. Like, this was the easiest album for me to write. It really was.
Awesome,
everything was like meant to be where it was and how it was.
I mean, do you think that's because you just had that maybe an extra sense of freedom being, a new band, it's fresh, and you're out on your own finally?
I think so, and I think that I had so much to just get off my chest.
Yeah.
I think that, and I still do, man. It's like I've got so much, and we're already 7 songs into the second album.
Nice.
Yeah, we're planning on doing like 10 songs. I mean, we're planning on doing 10 albums, 10 years.
Yes.
This is out. I mean, album. I'm not playing this game of I'm gonna wait 2 years, wait 3 years to do an album. No, we're just gonna keep putting out material.
Awesome. I love that.
I'm
so excited.
Well, I just don't want. I'm done. I'll be done at 48. It's like I just don't want to be that old man on stage. It's like no offense to anybody that does that, but I don't see that for me.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I want to be.
Well, I mean, and
I want to be finished.
And when you do that, I mean, you're touring for 2-3 years straight on the same record. You're coming through the same city like 8 times in 2 or 3 years, and you oversaturate, and then everybody gets burned out on it. And so
exactly.
Yeah. Gotta keep.
So I basically can come through twice, go to Europe, come back, put out a new album, come through twice again, and go to Europe and other countries. That's pretty much how that's going to work.
Yeah.
Because the way we're going to do it is like we have our own studio.
Right.
We're going to record the stuff ourselves, send it off to be mixed and mastered.
That's the way.
Unless somebody steps in with a producer, like, hey, we want to produce you. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for the simple fact I want that experience.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had it. You know what I mean? I would love to work with a producer to see where the hell they get. I know where I can damn go.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see where somebody else could take me. I really would. And just for the experience, knowledge, and like I said, you always got to be learning. And I think it'd be an amazing learning experience.
Oh yeah.
Have a good time doing that. I think I would. I think I would grow off something. I would learn. I would take it as an educational experience and something I could learn from doing that. And my guys want too. And the whole man, I swear, Trumpy, he's an amazing writer. And the stuff he sent me so far, I'm just like, wow. We set the bar high, didn't we? Because we're going even higher now. It's so good. It's so good. He sent me 2. I was listening to 2 songs he sent me last week. I called him. I said, "You're a fucking asshole." Just like, you are a fucking asshole, dude. What? You don't like it? Oh, it's fucking amazing. Thanks.
I've done that with writers where I'll be like, hey, review this album. They'll send the review. Like, you dick. They're like, what? I'm like, that's better than anything I've ever written. Now I've got to step my game up, man. You're it's so good,
I know. And he sent me this stuff. It's this one song. And he knows that I'm a huge Tool fan, and he knows I'm a huge Korn, and he knows I like Meshuggah and Sepultura. And I kind of came up with what Trumpy does. It's perfect corn sugar. So that's the name of our style.
That's
perfect corn
awesome.
sugar.
I love that.
And because he sent me this song that has a mixed corn and a perfect circle. What? And I mean, I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh my God. I'm thinking to myself, I never thought I'd have a piece of music like this laid in front of me, like, sing on it, asshole. Well, now let's see what we can do for it. And then he says this stuff that's good for all things, like the Meshuggah. And when I say Meshuggah, I'm not talking about that off time or stuff. I'm talking about just that whole aggressiveness of Meshuggah.
Right.
You know how Meshuggah does that anger.
Yep.
Jason Popson, J-Man, told me one time I did the song Mushroom. He goes, "That's Meshuggah angry. That's Swedish. That ain't American angry. That's Swedish angry."
That's the best
he goes,
kind.
God damn, why? And he goes, that don't even sound like you're American there. He goes, you just sound fucking pissed. And I've always loved that, just that aggressive, just like, there's something behind, there's a middle finger coming up behind it. I love that. And I think music needs to be more like that.
Yeah.
I like using stuff to put exclamation points. If you're going to get that aggressive out, get it out. Just like, go ahead. But make it, be smart about it. Don't just be dumb or break shit. Be smart. But I can't wait for this next album. Like we're gonna take a we're gonna take some stuff on the road with us. I'm gonna do vocals from the van. I am. I'm just gonna start and then probably like we're gonna tour all summer and probably into the fall, and I'll write the entire album like that, and then I'll be there in scratch track, and then just go for like a couple weeks in the December, record it
Awesome.
like I did this, have it out the same time I did this next year. We'll be
That's
doing this again.
that's awesome. Speaking of that, with the record coming out this Friday, I mean, what does overall, just in general, what does all of this mean to you as the artist, as the songwriter, as the man that put this project together? To be at this point, I mean, what does it mean to you?
It's everything I wanted, and it shows that it wasn't over. You know, that my time in the sun wasn't done. To me, it means everything. It's a culmination of just like hard work and perseverance, and going through dark times. I'm not gonna lie, there were dark times,
Sure.
and it was all worth it. And life has its ups and downs, and and Unbroken is what it is. I fell, I got scuffed up. It hurt, but it didn't break me.
Right.
That's it. That's it. I'm unbroken. I will remain unbroken. My soul wasn't broke. My drive wasn't broke. And this is the culmination of I got back up on my feet and I took direction of my life.
Mm.
And this is that album. And I think it says it. I think this album, like when you listen to it, you'll see that it's a man that's back on path, and he's back on task of what he's trying to do. The whole album is a story of a lot of things, and I think one of the underlying facts of it is like get up and keep moving.
Yeah.
It's really the underlying tone is there. Get up and keep moving and be happy. It's like you got to move on. A lot of us pissed off. I'm not gonna lie about that. But if you listen to a lot of it, it's a lot of life lessons.
Yeah.
Of like don't get caught up in hate, and don't not believe in yourself. It doesn't matter. Like I'm gonna quote LOL, who's wrong, who's right. It doesn't matter.
Right.
When everything's been lost, it doesn't matter. You got to get up, and you got to find your place again. You got to keep moving. Life. If you stand still, life will leave, and you'll be stuck where you're at, and everybody will move on. Mm-hmm. And you can't do that. And I love that lyric. That one just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I remember when I did it, Trumpy was like, "Man, what'd you come up with that melody?" And I'm like, "Fuck the melody, the lyrics." He's like, "No, the melody." Just a little bit about that. He's like, "Dude," he goes, he's gonna put some kind of like, it was just so heavy, and he's like, "How did you do that?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. That sounded right for it. It did. It was just one of the moments like, oh, it just sounded cool when I did it." And it just really, this album is everything to me.
Yeah.
And it's everything to this family. It's like we got all the kids and everything here, and we're trying to teach them how to work hard and be something for themselves. And there's you've got to take a stand in your life, and you got to work hard no matter what you're doing. You got to work hard.
Absolutely.
And I hope my children take that, because they have watched me go through this and watched the sleepless nights and watched the worry and the anxiety, and just when things didn't pan out like they should, your dad just sitting there shaking his head and looks like he's about to have a mental breakdown. And hey, just keep going and just keep moving.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, this record is, to me, listening to it, just like before I even listen to it, the title tells you everything that you're in for. Before you listen to it, it's Unbroken. But listening to the record, just lyrically and musically, it's an album that's about hope, second chances, and doing what you love to do. And if you do that, life will work out, and you'll be happy. And I think that's what this record says. There's also a lot of anger in there too, naturally, but it's metal. It's not supposed to be happy, So.
It's not supposed to be happy, but Tom Hazard sent to me the other day. He was talking to me. He goes, now this album's done. He goes, I think you took everything in the past and it's behind you now.
Yep.
And he really said that. He goes, I feel like it's truly behind you. He goes, I think you went in. And he goes, yeah. He goes, you were. He said it. He goes, you were difficult to work with, but he goes, you had a vision. And he goes, I'm thankful that we let you do that, because he goes, we got this. And he goes, you were being that way because you knew that what you wanted. And he goes, Tom, goes, I ain't trying to blow you or anything. He goes, man, I'll listen to it. And he goes, man, it's the best hard rock album I've listened to in 10 years. He goes, this is good shit. Yeah. He goes, but talking to you right now, he goes, I can tell that you took everything that was built up in you and you laid it out. Mm-hmm. And you got it. You got it off your chest. And he goes, I'm thankful for that. He goes, I'm so thankful for that for you. He goes, you couldn't have carried that for the rest of your life. I'm like, no, I couldn't. And that was nice to hear that he actually heard through all the bullshit and heard that. And knowing me on a personal side, it's like he got it off his chest. Good for him. He can move on now.
One of my favorite things about albums like this and a lot of songs that are like the songs on this record is when you see them live, it just adds that extra intensity. And you that gets to perform the songs live, it brings out even more intensity and aggression because you lived through these songs. And so you're going on tour again. You got spring dates coming up.
Yes.
And you're going to be back in Fort Wayne. I'm in Indianapolis, 2 hours south of Fort Wayne. You're going to be at the Rusty Spur again. You were just there. But this time, not only are you bringing Nonpoint with you, but the album will be out. People will know all of the songs. I mean, it's got to add.
Yes.
It's got to add more excitement. I mean, how much more are you looking forward to these spring dates now that the album will be out? People know the songs. People are familiar with them. Had time to pick their favorites, grow with the songs, and all of that.
Oh man, it's like that's the thing. It's like now I'm changing the look up, and I'm changing the show a little bit, and when I first went through, and I came out fast swinging. Yep. This time, I'm starting to fuck with people. Now I'm going to come out, and it's not going to be the footed guy, the unveiling look. This look will be more elegant. Nice. This will be more sophisticated. Okay. And then, I have things planned. I plan on opening for people for the next 6 months. Okay. I'm not going to do a headlining tour. I'm not going to do it. I know I need to go out with these bigger bands, and I need to go cut my teeth, and so to say, with the band. Okay. Not mine. Anybody who knows anything about me knows I've cut my teeth enough. I've been out there for years. Yeah. But with the group, I need to do that.
Yeah, and you want the guys to
and I need the guys to. I really, because they're green. No, don't let that. They're not green. This is just new to them. This, they've never been in the touring band, but I want them to learn from the best. A. Yeah. B, I want everybody to not be like, this is Waylon's band. Right. Or this is Waylon from Mushroomhead. I want people to be like, that's AKC. That's the Killer's Confession. That's it. I don't want my name. I don't want Shroom's name. I don't want anybody's name affiliated but a Killer's Confession, which is myself, Matthew Trumpy, Paul Elliott, John Dale, and J.P. Cross.
Exactly.
That is
it's a
band.
Unit.
And it is a unit, and I love those boys, and I think that they deserve that respect. But at the same time, they've got to go cut the teeth, and they've got to go out there and prove that that's what it is. And they can. They're damn good. They're damn good. But we have things up our sleeves that I'm not going to give away. Yeah, I will, but it's all off the record. Right now. I'll tell you what I'm doing. Mr. Sam, this is off the record. Mr. Sam is doing an animated piece for us.
Really?
We are getting the 4K flex fit screens for the show. Nice. And when we come back headlining, the whole show will be animated with us.
Oh my God, that's awesome! This is all off the record.
Well, that's
so
off the record. But that's the thing. He's expecting me to do a show. Come on, I'm Mushroomhead.
Yes.
Well, I got a show. It's just going to cost me about $60,000 to do. Jesus. Because I got to buy the screens. I got to pay for the animation. I got to pay for all that stuff. I've got most of it already. I've got the computers, the hardware, and I've
Mhm.
spoke with Sam, Mr. Sam, and we're gonna do an announcement when we do it. That it's a co-production between us. It's his art with our music, type, so to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do it like that, but it's gonna lead to so much more. We're gonna bring comedy aspects into those screens. You know,
Awesome.
you see screens on stage at the on the bigger shows,
Yeah.
but I'm bringing it to a club
Oh,
element.
yes. Oh my God, that's awesome. I have to see this. Like,
And but we'll end up like doing like infomercials, like say the song stops, and it'll be like, and another message from Trumpy, and he's like, and it would go to him. You
that's
know, we're off
awesome.
stage, but it's sitting there like it's bringing into that viral video.
Nice.
You know, it's like, hey, here's a bigger screen than your cell phone. Watch it. You know, that's
There
we're
you
going
go.
with it.
Oh
But we're
man,
gonna
that's
bring
awesome.
comedy, bring some scary stuff into it. But Mr. Sam's gonna do the first one, and we'll call them episodes because I want to get to the point where I can do. I say I'm doing this show, and every night I got a different video lined up for the show, so you
Nice.
never see the same show.
Right. That's like a screw you to YouTube right there. So, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, totally. Like I'll be playing we'll be playing the videos, like not the LOL, but the lyric videos and like the Rebirth video, and then see, Mr. Sam's is animating the Killer's Confession video,
Right.
this is off the record too.
Sure.
It's going to tell the story of how that guy got on the front cover.
Hmm. Okay. That's cool.
It's going to tell the story of how he
Nice.
ended up there. And it's going
Nice.
to explain, like, it really what it is. It's me in my mind.
Right.
That whole scene is my mind,
Huh.
and I'm there
Okay. Well, that's
because
cool.
I'm killing myself,
Right.
locking myself in my head with that anger. But we're going to tell that, get permission from Brian to animate him, so we can have Brian in the video.
Nice. That's awesome.
But
Oh, I'm sure he'll do
but
that.
he will. That's the thing. I have everything set up, and I talked to Sam. But we're going to build it to where you have your regular version. But the video that I want you to see is the way it's meant to be seen is to watch with the band playing, because it'll be built to run off those three screens. Because say what the character starts on stage left, he can walk onto the middle screen, and then the other side is built to cover that entire stage and see with the band.
Nice.
So it's like you can tell I've kind of got I'm thinking ahead. I'm
Right.
thinking how do I move forward, but also I'm trying to bring that showmanship. Like we always were known for being energetic, the water drums. Well, I want to step that up.
Oh.
I want to step that up. I want to be more. I don't want to be a gimmick band,
Right.
but I definitely would love to have the ability to, whether you like my band or not, to come in to see that show.
Right. Nice.
That's always a good thing. When you ever do a show and people come just to see it, that they hear about it, and hopefully they'll become fans. But I'm trying to make a home run with this one.
I will be at the Fort Wayne show because that show is literally 2 days after my 30th birthday. So I am coming.
Oh,
I'm coming to the Fort Wayne show, and I cannot wait to see this stuff live.
we'll have to hang out, man.
Oh yeah,
We'll
absolutely.
have
Oh, we
to
will.
hang out.
Oh, we will.
Oh,
It's
we
gonna
will.
Be,
Oh,
it's
we
gonna
will.
Be, it's gonna be amazing. So.
We'll have a great time.
Oh
You
yeah.
can come see. I just bought LeBron James's conversion limo van.
What? Oh.
Yeah, that's. Oh my God, dude.
Oh.
My backer found it, and it was his when he was at the Heat. And I don't think they were supposed to tell me that it was his, but when I'm in it, you could tell it was built for a very, very tall person.
Right.
And it's so cool because it's built like a limo. Like you can cut off the driver from the back,
Nice.
and every seat's got lumbar heated and it's a massage chair. So I go to the mall and pay. Once again, I was going to sit in the car, but we ended up getting a really, really good. I mean, this thing's probably had $100,000 dumped into it,
Jesus.
and we got it for 34.
Nice.
I think we got it for 34,000.
Oh, I've got to see
And
this.
I'm getting it today. It shows up today,
Nice.
and as soon as it shows up, I'm taking off to Illinois to go get practice and get with the guys. And
Nice.
It's on, man. It's totally on.
Oh, that's gonna
But
be
I
good.
can't wait to hop in the sand. Like, me and Jackie are arguing who's going to be playing because it has a built-in Xbox One, 44-inch flat screen
Oh
TV.
my God, that's so
Uh,
cool.
oh yeah, dude. It's like a system, and it's like let me watch back there. It's like a theater back there. The back lays down to a bed, and it's cool. It's really
Nice.
cool. But it's my tour van. You know,
That's
it's like
awesome.
I can't afford a bus right now,
Right.
but I understand the fact too. I'm gonna be doing a lot of driving because I'm the night guy,
Yeah.
and I understand. Cut out the middleman, cut out the drivers, cut
Yep.
out this, cut out that, so you can put more. I mean, it may not be much, but you put more back into the band, as you see. I'm already trying to do with what I'm
Exactly.
doing. Um, so what me and Jackie argues who's driving tonight. It's my van. I want to cool shit back, but I'll drive. You know, it's like I know I need to get out there and drive it. Check it out.
Oh,
But I can't wait to get it. Sometimes I'm dying. I'm like, come on, show on up.
that's awesome, man. Dude. Well, man, I got to head into this doctor's appointment, man. Thank you so much for taking time today. This has been amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Album kicks ass, and I'll see you in Fort Wayne on June
Oh,
7th.
you will, man. Hey, hit my people up, and I'll take care of you. Put you on the guest list.